research that I did for a year before forming Labyrxnth in this iteration, I talked with 200 people, surveyed and spoke directly with 200 plus people about how they went through these chapters of life, how they nurtured, their own sort of inner growth. And the folks who were most fulfilled and kind of best served and like really living life from this place had one major thing in common, which is that they had these multifaceted constellations around them of practices and people. And it didn't have to be extensive. It wasn't to say this was somebody like creating their own dream team of practitioners. Sometimes it was just different practices that they did on their own that reflected these different ways into self. And there wasn't any, oh, well, it can only be therapy because that's what like academia or like, traditional Western medicine says is okay. They were combining therapy with alternative approaches that for them were meaningful, for them, help them feel more in tune with themselves or more well-resourced through change. And that's a really hard thing to piece together for oneself, because not only do you have to like kiss a lot of frogs, you have to have that, like, you have to be your own guide. You have to be able to look at your own experience and say, what about this worked for me? What is different in me in having this type of conversation versus doing this wordless body movement approach? What am I able to access and get in touch with? And I really wanted to create a place where that type of dynamism and multifaceted approach wasn't something people did on the side as like something that almost broke the system, but was incorporated into the process and like kind of the essence of it, so that people come away really knowing more about themselves, not just through the experiences that they have with each practitioner, with our group conversations, but learning from that higher order perspective of like, oh, I really, like, for me, being in my body is so helpful because this brain is like extremely overactive. And when it comes to solving like challenges of the heart or more spiritual matters, I'm like, shit, it's never going to help me get there. I need things that help me go into my kind of embodied felt sense wordlessly, very safely, so that I can make that progress on that terrain.